Now let's take a look at some frequently asked questions that we get into our support team and training team regarding the report wizard. One of the first questions that we typically get is, how does the filter work? I did show a couple of examples in our demonstration already, but I wanted to take a moment to kind of break down how this filtering tool works with between the filter expressions and the report expressions. So when you're building the filter, you'll notice that I was using these buttons that appear in the center of that module. The buttons that we have available are expression, and then I have bracketed buttons, and then I have the options or, not, and. In most cases, you'll be building, you'll be using the expression button and the and button to add in those parameters. So when you are building a filter that prompts the user to select a date range, so date from and date to. We use the expression button to create the date from. You click and then expression to build the date to. Now, these filter expressions, and when we're selecting date from and date to, we use these in conjunction with the Boolean expressions off to the right-hand side. Now, when you click the expression button, you do not see the words written on the right-hand side. Instead, you see these symbols in bold. Sometimes that can be a little bit difficult to understand. So I've just written out their meaning off to the right-hand side. So the equal symbol means that the expression you are building is equal to something. Um, We have does not equal, that's the two back-to-back arrows here. Now, the one that I like to use whenever you're building a date range expression is the greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So when you're building a date range, you would click expression, date greater than or equal to, and that would be your date from. Then when you build the second part of the expression, you'll click and expression less than or equal to, and that will be your date to. So we saw that date range example, date from and date to in both of our example reports so far. Now you can use greater than or less than, but the difference between greater than or equal to and greater than is that it will not equal the date selected. So if it is a date that you're selecting, if I was to want to see data from October 1st, but not include the first, so that means that it'll be from the second onward, you would use greater than. That can be a little bit complicated when you're working with dates, but if you're looking at creating a report um, and you want to see values, maybe a transaction report that shows any transactions that are posted over $1,000, you can use the greater than symbol in that case. You would create an expression based off of the transaction amount greater than $1,000. So it will not include $1,000, but it will include $1,000.01. So anything greater than $1,000. The last type of expression we have here is null. This one always confused me at the very beginning, but this means that the field is empty. So this can be leveraged if you are looking to find any missing data. If you're creating a report, for example, an arrivals report, and it's your hotel policy to pre-assign room numbers, you could build a report that shows any uh, expression of a room number that is null, meaning the field is empty, meaning that the room number is missing or room number assignment is missing from that arrival reservation. So that can be really helpful. Like I said, if your policy is to always pre-assign room numbers for your arrivals, you could create that custom report and identify if you have any arrivals upcoming that are missing a room number because the field is empty. Yeah. We do have lots of examples. We have about 7 different examples so far of some custom reports available from our support website that use different variations of these filter expressions and Boolean expressions. Um, Again, the possibilities are vast for the different combinations of these expressions that you can use to create your custom reports in the report wizard.